and I utterly condemn the violence that we've seen overnight in Ballymena and in other parts of Northern Ireland.
114 injuries, 37 hotels burned, over 100,000 protesters on the streets of Northern Ireland. For 3 nights, the Union Jack has glowed in flames instead of light. 8:42 p.m, November 5th, 2025. Belfast city centre. Police sirens bleed through the rain. Shop fronts crack. Bottles arc across the air. What began as a march for answers has turned into Britain's largest civil disturbance in more than a decade. The targets are the migrant hotels, symbols in the public mind of a government that built compassion out of contracts. Footage shows lines of riot shields outside the High Street Hotel Belfast, once a shelter for 230 asylum seekers, now engulfed in orange heat. Local firefighters report 19 separate arsons in 24 hours. Derry, Lisburn, Ballymena. Every name is now a headline. "You promised security," a man shouts toward the cameras, voice breaking through smoke. "You gave us silence." Across the UK, more than 100,000 people have taken to the streets. Belfast, Londonderry, Antrim, even Newcastle in County Down, all chanting the same line. Where is Westminster? The government has not yet answered. Inside the Commons, lights burn late, but words come slowly. The Home Secretary calls the violence contained unrest. The opposition calls it collapse. Prime Minister Keir Starmer is scheduled to address the nation at dawn. But for millions of Britons watching their screens tonight, dawn feels like an alibi, not a solution. On Sky News, anchors read casualty numbers like clock ticks. 114 injured, 27 police hospitalised, 37 hotels damaged, £68 million in property losses. Economists warn that if the riots spread to mainland ports, logistics routes to Liverpool and Glasgow could cease within 48 hours. At 9 p.m, an encrypted memo leaks from the Home Office. Northern Command overstretched. Reserve units requested. Political approval pending. That approval never came. At the edge of the crowd, a young nurse named Sophie McAllister holds up her phone, live streaming the chaos. "This is my street," she says quietly. "My rent went up 41% this year, and they tell me there's no funding left. But there's funding for this." Her video racks up 3.2 million views in 6 hours. If you're watching this now, you've seen the footage too. What you're seeing isn't just protest, it's exhaustion. 10:27 p.m. The first wave hits the Stormont Parliament grounds. Barricades collapse. Police deploy tear gas for the first time since 2013. Reporters describe the sound as a heartbeat of panic. From London, Downing Street releases a 3-sentence statement. The Prime Minister condemns violence. Public safety remains our priority. Dialogue must continue. But dialogue ended when the first hotel fell. Behind closed doors, the intelligence briefings are grim. MI5's regional desk lists 52 online channels coordinating real-time crowd movements. Encrypted, shifting by the minute. Police drones jammed twice. Cellular towers burned in Coleraine. An internal line from the Cabinet Office reads, "Containment impossible."